is what kind of training do we do for fights and getting ready for fights. And I think there's a lot of people that are interested in using mixed martial arts as a form of fitness, not just fighters, but folks that just like to watch fighting, want to know how we get in that kind of shape, what kind of stuff we do. And so I thought that the training manual would capture that, and people would be interested in it. And, Jake and Lance and the guys helped me kind of put this whole thing together. I think it came out. Doing a fitness program with what's called MMA Athletics, and it's a cross-training program for pro athletes from other sports. Again, using mixed martial arts as a form of cross-training. Doing the core strength stuff, and hand-eye coordination, the body-on-body contact, and a lot of things that we use in mixed martial arts to prepare for fights translates to good football or good hockey or good baseball or whatever their sport is as well. And I think there's something about getting in a cage in an individual combative sport that creates a particular mindset. It's more about the physical preparation for competition, for fitness. The other book is more of a technical approach and applying wrestling and wrestling background to fighting situations. So they're a lot different. This is moving weight, sprinting, manipulating your body in a lot of different ways so that you increase your speed, agility, explosion, and your core strength, and are in shape to go out and do and execute the technique that you've trained to do. I used to have 2 days a week that were sprint days,
right.
2 days a week that were plyometric days, 2 days a week that were circuit training days, and Jake kind of took those 3 routines that I was using and amalgamated them into one routine that includes circuit training, it includes sprinting,
right.
it includes the plyometrics and all the other stuff that I was doing on so many different days,
right.
which frees up 3 other days of the week that I can work on technique,
right.
work on other tools and sharpen other things
right.
for fighting style. So it makes all the technique you want, but if you don't have any kind of conditioning or can't last around to
right.
execute any of it, then you're shot. What's the point? So I think you have to have both. I think both things are kind of indigenous of each other.
Right.
If you're working diligently on your technique, your conditioning, motor skills, muscle memory, all those things are going to occur as you do that anyway. And
right.
if you're going to compete, you need to kind of take that to a whole new level and be able to last as long as you need to last, go as hard as you need to go to be successful. There's definitely a fine line between getting it right and feeling comfortable and good going into competition, or overtraining and not having your legs under you, or causing an injury. A lot of times overtraining will lead to injuries, which is a huge issue too. So I think one of the huge issues, especially with the younger guys, you see the big ups and downs. They peak for competition, and after competition they don't do anything for a while, and then they try and climb back up for the next competition. And those big valleys when they're out of shape, again, are difficult, hard on their bodies, hard psychologically, and that's when a lot of injuries occur. So trying to make your fitness routine a lifestyle, so that your fitness level's fairly high all the time, and then you can have those peaks for competition, and they're much easier on your body. That's something I learned as I was older. I was just like everybody else in my 20s. Train hard up to competition, and then you're either celebrating or commiserating after the competition,
yeah.
and you don't do anything for a while till you got another competition staring you in the face. And I think I learned as I approached 30 that I needed to keep my fitness level high all the time. And that allowed me, I think, the longevity that I've had is that I figured that out.
Okay.
Overtraining, I was a notorious overtrainer too, especially when I was younger. Perfect example is in '98, getting ready for the World Championships in wrestling, and the last Class A tournament is in August. I went to Poland, wrestled in this tournament, beat the Olympic champion in the finals, and 6 weeks later, rolled into the World Championships thinking it was going to be my year, and overtrained the whole camp and didn't have my legs under me, and was 2 and out in the World Championships. So, getting it right and messing it up, there's a big difference. I think the average guy is going to get a lot out of this book. A lot of varied workouts, a lot of different exercises that they've never done before, and it gives them another whole fresh tablet of things that they can use in their fitness routines for maybe they're cyclists, maybe they're just a weekend warrior, and in any kind of athletic endeavor, there's a lot of stuff in here that translates. 47, been an athlete since I was 10, and been exposed to all kinds of coaches, all kinds of situations, from the Olympic Training Center down to what we're doing here at Extreme Couture with Jake Bonacci. And some of the routines I've developed myself, some of them at Oregon State with strength coaches and being a wrestling coach there. It's kind of an amalgamation of years of training and being in a bunch of different environments.
How much has your training changed, or has it changed?